Hey, welcome back to another episode of Open Shutter. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching on YouTube or listening on Spotify or Google Podcasts. We have the pleasure of welcoming Kartikeya. I hope I said your name correctly, Kartikeya, to the program. And we're going to chat about his photography. Full disclosure, his wife was on a couple of weeks ago, Karishima. So I figured get the whole clan involved in this because as I was speaking with Karishima the other week, it was really cool to have like your partner also kind of into photography because it just makes it more fun instead of kind of like fighting all the time about doing something. So super cool. Thanks everyone for jumping on. If you're watching from Kartikeya's side, do the show every Wednesday or try to and get people on in photography or video or painting, or if you make something, love to have you on because I think sometimes you can learn something for your own kind of creative practice because you never know what people know. So that's kind of why I do the show, and just to pick people's brains on what they do. So don't want to take up too much of Kartikeya's time, but maybe for the people that don't know who you are, maybe a quick intro about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Kartikeya. I am new to the city. I've only been here for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And originally, I am from India.
Yep.
And I work as a solutions architect at a startup here in Toronto.
Okay.
And on the side, I like to do photography.
Love it.
And yeah, my handle is right of the center.
Yeah, we were just talking offline about
Yeah.
why you chose that handle. So maybe for the people that don't know, like why you chose that handle.
Yeah, absolutely. So back in India, there is this channel called VH1. It used to show, English music videos because I've always been into Western music.
Yeah.
So they had a show called Right of the Center, and it gave me it opened me to the idea where I read that, the right side of your brain is responsible for all the creativity, whereas the left side of the thing of your brain is more methodical, and you have to like laser focused. So photography has always been like super easy, not in the sense like not in the sense that it's easy to get photos, but it's always been easy for me to see and recognize that, oh yeah, this could make a good photo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I get it because like your job, like your day job, doesn't really involve being creative, right? Like it's
yeah,
more like process and
yeah, absolutely.
logistical. So like you're using, like during the course of the day job or photography, you're using either side of your brain, which is because a lot of people are either creative or not. Like they either like the methodical side or they like the creative
Right.
side. But it's hard to find sometimes people that are good at both.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think this is where a lot of people have given me this adjective of being a jack of all trades, but
Yeah.
I call myself a master of none, is because like I do a lot of things, but
Sure.
I don't do a lot of things up to the standard I have for myself.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, just always trying to, get better at it, at everything I do essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You have a high bar for
Um,
yourself.
I don't know if it's high or not, but yeah, I do have a bar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
And, like how long have you been doing photography for?
I've been doing it on and off since like 4 years,
Okay.
but I just recently got back into it. So like I did it for a couple of months back in the day, then I just stopped, and then I picked it up like in the last year and a half.
Uh,
So yeah,
so did you start
doing it with my wife.
Yeah. Did you start in India then with your wife? Did you
Yeah.
start there?
N-
Yeah.
Yeah, I started back again here, but I started initially back in India.
Yeah.
Back then, I was doing it like with my couple of friends, and yeah,
And what part of India are you from?
I'm from New Delhi.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool, man. I want to go to India, man. Like I
yeah, you
met
should totally
so
go.
like through the group. I met so many people from India. I was like, I gotta go because
Yeah, the
you show me photos. Like it's like phenomenal photos. Like
yeah, yeah. If not for anything else, then just for food,
that's what I would
it's
think.
amazing. Yeah,
Yeah. And well, hopefully I'll get there one day, man. I don't know. People are starting to go on trips around me, so I was like, no, I want to go somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ugh, you never know. Maybe I'll do this show open. Maybe I'll do this show live from India when we can you imagine.
Yeah.
Each other live from India.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Well, you never know. Stranger things have happened.
absolutely.
So I put your IG in the chat so people that are watching on YouTube, but right of the center on IG, and on if you're listening on podcast, it's in the description, but right at the center on IG. I don't know, maybe this is a good time to show your IG to people. Maybe you want to touch upon
Yeah.
some photos that you like. Just chatting offline about. I just think you have a great eye in terms of just capturing like moments, because I think to me it's like capturing the moment is the hardest part sometimes, right? Because you could have the greatest camera in the world, but if you miss the moment, you miss the
Yeah,
moment.
absolutely. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
Here's your IG. You got the nice fall vibes here, and the fall vibes have unfortunately moved right to winter real quick. So
Yeah.
uh,
Um,
yeah, so I don't have any photos that you want to touch upon that kind of you
yeah,
like or mean something to you.
yeah, absolutely. So in the first six, I really like the one on the first column, second row.
This
Uh,
one's this
yeah,
one,
this one. Yeah.
Misty Cow Morning.
Yeah. So this is when we went camping to Algonquin Park,
Yeah.
and I've always heard how, beautiful the blue hour is. So
Yeah.
I just really wanted to, capture that feeling of, things looking a bit moody, bit
Mm.
on the,
You get the mist off the off.
yeah, not the normal kind. So yeah, I woke up at like 5:30, went hiked down to the lake and just hung around until I could like capture this photo. And
Nice.
I don't know, absolutely love the fact that I put so much effort into it,
Yeah.
and it also came out great, and it was also received well, which is, I feel,
Sure.
very rare because, you know, uh, you, as a photographer, you have the tendency to love a photo which you've put in a lot of effort in.
Yeah.
But if the people don't like it, if your audience doesn't like
Yeah.
it, it breaks your
I've been
heart.
there, man. I've been
But
there.
yeah, yeah, it breaks your heart. So I mean,
Yeah, no, I know. I hear you. I hear you. I think to me, it's like even just waking up at 5:30, and it just adds to like the feeling of just like feeling that you've done something. It's the
yeah,
whole like package, the hike, the wake up call.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
just like
And
feel like you've done something cool.
yeah, and then some photos are like, so you click it and they're like, oh, it's a photo, and like, oh, that
Yeah.
was so easy.
Yeah.
And you just don't, sometimes you don't like it as much because it
Yeah.
was way too easy for you to
Yeah.
click. But
Yeah.
then the likes on it are like in the, probably the maximum number you've ever seen. And it's like, it's so weird how,
Hey, it's the ones that you don't like
yeah,
always do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's just the way it happens. And to
yeah,
me, it's like I just think because like I always try to like first of all, I try to do it for myself first, because once you kind of leave it up to like external validation, typically doesn't go well. And plus like the work that you really like you have emotion in it, right? Like to me,
yeah,
it's like the stuff that I do, like I really like, I have a lot of emotion in it. But the people that are looking at it, they didn't put the work in, so they don't have the emotion. So it's hard
yeah,
for them to really understand what they're looking at because they didn't do the work. So that's why I'm not getting like like the the result I wanted, or
yeah,
like the reaction. So I don't, that's what I found out the past while. I was like, it's because they don't
yeah.
understand what you
Yeah,
did.
they don't know
They don't
they
understand the
don't know the journey
vulnerability and
you've
hiding
been
through
to
the
click that
darkness.
photo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing, right? Like, and I don't know. To me, that's how I kind of like I don't know, try to avoid that feeling, because like we were saying offline, it's like you just got to keep going, right? So you need to have like a discipline, or like a process, or like a practice, or something that kind of holds you accountable, just so you do it tomorrow and not worrying about what's going on Instagram, which is hard sometimes. But I mean, it's not going to get any better in terms of like social media reaction.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
there's just so much stuff.
yeah,
There's so much
unless you're
stuff.
posting reels, you're not getting any
Yeah,
traction.
that's what I mean. Like, it's just like
Yeah.
there's just so much out there. It's like it's hard to get. Like, I was just like talking the other week. Like, it's hard to get people's attention.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
hard. It's difficult.
yeah. And
It's
it's
difficult.
like, I mean, obviously, like a reel would be more, attractive to a lot of people just because it has so much going on in it.
Yeah,
And this is just a photo, you need to ponder on it.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I feel, I feel Facebook could have just created a new app for it instead
Yeah.
of
You should go on Vero. Are
ruining
you on
Instagram.
Vero? Are you on Vero?
I've heard of it, but I've only seen like YouTube photographers on it, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure if regular people are
Yeah, a
there.
bunch of people are on it. Yeah,
Oh,
it's where
okay,
people are leaving IG to go to Vero.
okay. I'll go.
Vero
I,
came around like, I don't know, 4 years ago, and then just
mhm.
disappeared. Now it's back again. So
Oh,
I don't
nice.
know. People are looking for new places, right? So yeah, check out Vero, man. I don't know, might
Yeah,
work
I'll
out.
check it
Might
out,
work out.
100%.
Yeah. Any other photos that you like
Yeah, yeah.
personally?
If you scroll down,
Yeah.
um, bit more, bit more after
Nice.
the fall photos.
Look at I
Yeah,
love these people shots.
yeah.
Wow.
So the one in the blue jacket, that was like a
Good
surprise to
in
me.
Quebec City. Shout out. He's not
Yeah,
wearing any shoes.
yeah, and that's like I clicked the photo. I didn't while I was clicking the photo, I didn't notice he was not wearing shoes. I was focused on his face. That oh
Yeah.
yeah, he looks to be like deep thinking about something. And then
Yeah.
I clicked the photo, and then I was like, he's not wearing any shoes. That makes it like even better.
Well, he's
So
thinking about where he left his shoes at the night before. That's
yeah,
what he's
yeah,
thinking.
yeah. I really like this one. I think all of my photos from Montreal and Quebec
Yeah,
City, this whole
Montreal,
section,
Montreal's so good.
so good, so good.
I like this one. How you used this post to frame the dude.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. And yeah, if you scroll down, I do have a few from Toronto as well.
Yeah.
So
So like
down.
just curious, like how do you like approach shots usually? We're talking offline about if you ask people or not, like how do you approach people or you don't when like taking photos?
So I don't approach people at all.
Yeah.
I just stand there with my 85 mil,
Yeah.
just standing in the way back, waiting for them to do any, cool
Yeah.
stuff. And as long as, as soon as I feel that they're about to do something, I get my camera ready and I
Mm.
just click them.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think I would ever go someone to and ask them if I could click their photo,
Yeah.
not because of shyness, but because I feel if I ask them for a photo, they'll start
Yeah.
posing,
They won't be enough.
and yeah, and I won't be able to instruct them how to pose like
Yeah.
in a flattering pose for them.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'll just click them, in the natural habitat.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
agree. I agree. Unless like we're just talking offline, unless you're trying to do like a humans in New York kind of like personal essay about them, then of
yeah,
course you're gonna go talk to them. But if you're just trying to get a photo, then just use a long lens because
yeah.
they
I
just won't act natural for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I love all these photos of this section just for the
Yeah,
fact that
love
there were
it. I love
people.
this one that you sent. So good.
Yeah, yeah. I was like
Love it.
really proud of my camera for that one.
Yeah, it's
Like
good.
great at focusing, so
Yeah.
great.
And what camera do you use?
So I have a A7 IV,
Nice.
and I shot this with the 85 1.4
Yeah, shout out
Sigma.
to Tony. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I really like, especially I really like the ones on the below it, the three below it. I think these are my favorite
You
photos
see
in
here,
everything.
this dude?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Got the sun right, yeah. Nice. I miss summer already. Okay. Mm, love
yeah,
it. Love
absolutely.
the
Me
look.
too.
Love the look. Is he
Yeah,
looking at you or is he looking off in the distance?
no, he's looking off at a distance.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's cool. So
yeah.
do you try to find like interesting people to shoot and just like wait for them to do something, or are you constantly scanning like your
So
environment and seeing like who's around you?
yeah, so I do it in like 10-15 minute batches.
Uh,
So I try to find spots where I see a lot of people.
yeah,
I
yeah.
go there and I stand around for 15 minutes. If I
Okay.
can find someone interested in doing
Yeah,
interesting stuff, I'll
yeah,
just go and click them. If not, then I'll move on to the next spot.
yeah.
So yeah,
I
that's
like how you use like a time frame. At least it gives you a little bit of focus.
yeah, I
You're just
mean,
standing there all day, just waiting for someone.
yeah, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I mostly tend to go out for these on the weekdays. So after
Okay.
my office has wrapped up,
Yeah,
so and that was like peak back in summer. It was like peak golden hour time, and it was so
yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah. 100%.
And yeah, like in 30 minutes, it was all dark anyway. So just a 30-minute session. So like I could do maximum of like three or four spots.
Oh yeah,
So, but
yeah,
yeah, I did manage to, get like decent amount of batches from just the city this summer. So I'm really happy about it.
yeah. I like this photo too. The box office photo. That's cool.
Yeah, if only the bee was there.
Yeah, if only the bee was there. Yeah,
Yeah,
box
yeah,
office. I like it
yeah,
was wearing white. Nice
yeah,
contrast against the brick.
yeah. And this was just randomly at a crossing, and yeah, it's like cropped in way too much. It's
Yeah.
essentially like I think at that time I was using like a 24 to 70
Mhm.
lens, and
Mhm.
it was like stretched out. I had to like crop it to be what it is right now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, the crop. I think the crop worked out well for you in that one.
yeah,
Here you go.
yeah. And like I didn't ask her to pose. She was just sitting
Yeah,
like that.
just hanging there.
Amazing,
Yeah, yeah.
amazing how people uh
No,
yeah are with themselves. It's
and
amazing.
you're just using the light. Like, was this like the same day that you shot the other one, or
Yep,
is it
yep.
different? Same.
These, yeah, the ones from the skateboard up till I
Oh,
think
really?
yeah,
Same day.
yeah, 8 photos, like
Oh, damn,
all the same day.
damn. We're making that light work for you, right?
Yeah,
Nice. That's cool. I like this angle from behind. That's cool. Yeah, see, but that's what I mean. Berksea Park, right? So
yeah,
to me, it's like, how do you? Because like the park is shot so often. I'm always trying to think of a way to shoot it different, and this is a way to shoot it different. You go behind
yeah,
because
yeah,
not everyone does that.
absolutely.
Right? People shoot from the bench or whatever, and they get the building or whatever.
Right.
You don't see too many people going behind.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
it's an idea.
Yeah, it was. I was like, I went behind for a different shot, but
Yeah,
then I just turned around to see what was happening around me, and I saw this, and
yeah,
I was like, wow, what a great
yeah,
moment for me to click.
yeah.
And I did it. So yeah,
Oh, there you go. See,
it's so
like,
much fun. It's like I think the best part about photography for me is the
mhm.
fact that it like allows you and like trains you to be very observant
Yes,
and just like
yes,
notice
100%.
things you usually don't.
Yes.
So it's
It makes you be in the it makes you be in the present.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
It's like
and yeah,
yeah,
and then, you know, in its most basic form, it's, you know, it's like therapy, it's like a de-stressor, you know,
yeah,
you feel good after doing something because it takes your mind off other stuff, so in its most basic form,
100%.
that's that's what it is.
Yeah, 100%. And that is what photography has been for me forever. Like I when I started it, I was clicking a lot of pictures from like people doing theater
Yeah,
and people doing shows and that stopped. So I was like stumped on, what should I click now? Like I don't have
yeah,
any interesting subjects.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I think looking for photographs and yep, just talking to my friend who was also into photography,
yeah,
Jasdeep. He is like a full-time musician now, which is also pretty cool.
cool.
Uh, but yeah, and yeah, shout out Bura Music.
Oh
He's
yeah.
pretty great. Yeah,
Okay. Is he
he's
on his
pretty great.
Instagram?
Yeah, he's on Spotify, YouTube as well. He's doing fairly
Okay.
well.
He's doing
Yeah,
well. And what kind of
yeah.
music does he play?
He usually does, so he does two kinds of music. So one is like popular, like commercial music, and then on his side of things, he tends to do more, lyrical rap.
Oh yeah. Eh?
So yeah, talking about like relationships and like heavy stuff, and
Oh,
not like what every person is
oh yeah.
rapping about. So in
Oh,
Punjabi music especially.
okay.
So yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay. Well, keep going.
Yeah, yeah.
Congrats. I love your cat, by the way.
Yeah, she is
Look at this one.
the sweetest.
Oh my God, what a moment.
Yeah,
Are
very
you done yet?
photogenic.
Are you done yet? Yeah.
Yeah, she likes to go to the balcony, and this is a spot where she waits for us to open the balcony door.
Ah.
And yeah,
And what's your cat's name?
it's C with the C, not
Siri?
yeah, like CIRI.
Ah,
Yeah, it's from this game called Witcher 3.
yeah.
So yeah, that's her.
And then random dog.
Yeah, just random dog.
Dogs. It's funny.
Yeah, nothing else. These are again from the summer, this summer, just going out on walks with my wife and just clicking a bunch of photos.
Yeah. Someone said this could be an advertisement for black and white Scotch whiskey. Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's
And the dogs, I guess, are black and white. Is that why that is?
yeah. That's exactly why.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an Indian whiskey brand.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you scroll up a bit, no, on the
Oh,
feed.
no. Grid?
Yeah. So if you click on the photo in the corner, the below series yawning photo, this one, yeah. So this photo is one of those photos where you put in a lot of effort,
Yeah.
and like you are you're really proud of it,
Yeah.
but it's not like I really love the photo, but it's probably one of not the most well received photos in the times I was posting these, and I felt like, oh my God, I absolutely love it. Why? Oh, thank you so much for doing that. I mean,
There you go.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt it was a bit different.
Um,
Like,
yeah, I don't know. I
yeah,
like I like how you use the foreground to frame the person.
yeah,
I like how there's a stop sign.
yeah. I wish the car wasn't there though.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, people go and like this photo.
Yeah.
Where like where was this?
I think it's around Liberty Village.
Okay.
So yeah,
Mm. Yeah, man, that's what I mean. Like it's hard when you try to separate emotion from it because
yeah,
it's tough. Sometimes it's tough.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough. Um, I really like this one.
Oh yeah, this one is
It's like Jack
from Rec
Astor.
Room.
What,
Um,
what
sorry.
restaurant is this? Is this a restaurant?
No, this is Rec Room.
Oh, Rec Room.
Yeah, yeah,
I like how you got we're not responsible for items in code check. It's interesting.
yeah, and the person looks like she's
Yeah,
sleeping.
yeah. Does she
So
work in there?
yeah, she was working. She was just looking down at something,
Uh,
but yeah, it looks like she's sleeping, and the text makes it
yeah,
funny.
yeah. Interesting, interesting. There's your wife.
Yeah,
Got a-
easiest photos to click.
Right? Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Yeah,
Shout out Krishna. We got some architecture here.
yeah. Try to do a bunch of
That's what I like. That's how I like to show architecture. I like to get just like detail and not the whole building.
yeah, like
That's the way I like to
texture.
do it. Yeah, because that's just kind of how you get the essence of the building instead of shooting the entire thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
really like this one as well.
yeah. I always like, even if you go in like the financial district, there's so much
Hmm.
good architecture there.
Hmm.
You can shoot there for days.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like architecture photography a lot. Like when I like before COVID, when I was like traveling more, like just
Hmm.
I would just like look for cool buildings because you go to different places. It's like they have just different, obviously different buildings. So you get kind
Yeah,
of like kind of like a new fire to kind of like shoot different things. Because living in Toronto, it's like CN Tower, blah blah blah. Kind
yeah,
of, it's easy to get like complacent.
yeah.
It's like, oh,
Which city?
I'll shoot tomorrow because you live here, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
whenever you
absolutely.
travel, it's like, oh, I got to shoot everything today because I'm only here for like 3 days and blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
difference, right? That's the
yeah.
difference.
Which city do you love clicking the most
Oh man,
outside of Toronto?
honestly, for like architecture,
Hmm.
Rotterdam is amazing.
Nice,
Honestly, if you like shooting architecture, you should go. If you haven't been to Rotterdam, some really funky buildings there, man.
nice. I haven't. I'll put
Really
it
funky.
on the list.
Yeah, honestly, like I would tell, like if you're not going for like a party scene, I would tell people go to Rotterdam over Amsterdam. I think it's a nicer city.
Nice, nice,
Yeah,
nice,
I don't know. I've been there a couple times, so
nice.
really cool buildings, man. Honestly, and
Yeah,
yeah, I like Rotterdam. I like been to London a bunch of times, England. Love it over there too.
nice, nice, nice.
Um, been to,
Europe, Europe is pretty beautiful.
yeah,
So yeah, and I think that's the reason Montreal and Quebec City is also like
exactly. You
very
just get that
beautiful.
European vibe.
Yeah,
100%, man.
yeah.
100%. I know I need to go somewhere really, really soon, or else I might just lose it. I might just lose it. That's cool too. Where was this taken? Montreal, eh?
Yeah,
Starbucks?
it was the building. Not sure about if what I'm speaking is accurate or not, but this is I think the first bank in Montreal, and the building was like transformed into a cafe.
Yeah.
And you can see in the background they have like teller stations, and there is a barista standing in front of it. So felt it was pretty unique.
Wearing the mask. Gotta wear the mask and
Yeah, yeah,
cool. I like this one too.
yeah. I
Really
absolutely love this one. Yeah.
yeah. That's cool. I like that. I like how you shot it. Did you shoot in black and white or did you convert it?
No, no, I converted it.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
like shooting black and white?
Um, Sometimes I I feel so it's just I think I think to like for a photo to look good,
Yeah.
it can look good with and without color.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that I don't like the only photos I post as black and white are the photos which I feel are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I like black and white for architecture
Mhm.
sometimes. Portraits.
Yeah, yeah, portraits absolutely. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like without like in this like this photo looked fine colored, but like turning it into black and white just gave it this sense
Yeah,
of desolence, which
yeah.
absolutely I loved. So yeah,
Yeah, because you
just
have like the sky and you have kind of like the light stands that kind of like mirror the CN Tower,
yeah,
which I like. You kind of use the light stand there to kind of like be its own CN Tower. So
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
you're using what's around you. You're using what's around you, which
Yeah.
is great. Oh, where's this? Is this back in Quebec City? Okay.
Yes, this is back
Random
in
view.
Quebec City. Yeah,
Picture
just
one night climbing down a flight of stairs looking gloomy.
yeah, back when I tried to write captions as descriptive as I
Yeah,
could.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Now I've stopped. Now I post emojis.
now you post emojis. That's your thing now. No more. No. Did you tag McDonald's in this?
No, that.
It's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean it's simple, but it's good, because you have to me it's because you have the McDonald's logo there. I think that's what makes it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think so. I'll be like, hang on, I don't even know what tag CC. Let me just see this. Their IG, sure. Now, if you get a call from them tomorrow, just remember who did that. Hey, man, you got to, be your own marketer sometimes, and be like your
Yeah.
promoter, because like no one's gonna do it for you. Like
Yeah. I mean, I
part,
think that
part
is the one thing I really, really need to learn and improve on is like marketing myself
yeah,
better.
no one's gonna do it for you. I
Yeah.
do it all day long. It's a full-time job. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I
It's crazy.
mean, it's hard. It's definitely
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. But like I said earlier, there's just I don't know, there's just so much out there. It's like, again, like how do you get people's attention? It's difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I feel that is how you differentiate, right?
Yeah.
How if you want your thing to be just a hobby or
Yeah.
you know like something which gets you money.
Yeah. Like
So like
where do you want to take your
yeah,
craft? Do you want to
absolutely.
move to pro? Do you want to go full time, or
Um, I mean, I not sure about pro, but I think the kind of photography I would want to do would be to cover musicians
yeah,
or
concert?
yeah, concert photography
Yeah.
or doing like taking the cinematic aspect and stories aspect of things and you know just improving it to such a level that I actually can work in short films or you know doing
Okay, I get you.
doing
I
stuff
get
like that.
you. I
But yeah,
get
I think I have a lot of way to go there because I'm clicking photos right now and
Yeah,
moving to videography is like another
yeah.
ballpark.
Just start
Yeah.
you want to start
So
making like short films or video, just start making like videos. Like
yeah, yeah. So
that's how I start. You just start making stuff, and then eventually you get more of a process, and you just get better. But
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, I love it how it is right now, and if it grows into something else, I'm pretty sure I would love it too.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were just talking. I was just talking the other week about, like, not everyone has to have their hobby turned to
yeah,
for them to make
absolutely,
money. It can just be a hobby just for them to have fun.
absolutely, absolutely, and
People have-
that is how I viewed music. It's
Yeah,
like it was it was the first hobby I got into, and I felt like no, I actually love it a little too much to commercialize it.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to do it. Yeah, it will be a hobby for me. I don't want to do it, and I didn't do it. So, and but with photography, I feel like I think I'm better at photography than I am as a musician. So
yeah,
I think that way, if I do turn pro, it would be like easier for me to turn
yeah.
pro photographer than a pro
But what do you like
musician.
doing more though? But what do you like doing more though? If you had to pick.
Ah, tough question. Um, I think photography now.
You think so? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love listening to music, but yeah, I don't think I have played in a while.
What do
So
you play though? What instrument?
I play guitar. I
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, never was in a band or anything like that. So just
Hmm.
purely hobby.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Well, I mean, you can still do both, and still have fun at both, because you never know
yeah,
where one's going to take you or where one's going to lead you, because
yeah,
the,
absolutely.
like the music side could lead you to concert photography and like covering your friend, or who knows what could happen. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah. That is
it could all, like, eventually it could all connect. Like the music side can connect to the photography side, could connect to like a business side, like down the road, which would be pretty cool, I think. But
yeah, yeah. Let's see, let's see. It's a good tip.
Yeah.
I would take that advice 100%.
Yeah. I don't know. Like even just start going to shows and just bring your camera and just practice. Like to me, it's like I always just pretend I have the job. So whatever I'm doing, like if I'm at a coffee shop, I'll just pretend that I have work, like I have them as a client for a photo or video, and I would just make them something, and then just tag them and see what happens because they may like it, they may say something, or they may not say anything at all. But when you pretend you have the job, there's really no pressure on you. So then you can see what you can do, right? Because like my experiences, they'll just like if you're trying to like get a client or whatever, it's like they'll just say, "Well, what do you do?"
Right.
Well, I want to do this, and
Yeah.
it's like, "Well, show me." It's like, "Well, I haven't done it." But if you have like a portfolio of work to show them, like show instead of tell, just show them, "Look, this is what I do. Do you like it? Okay, let's talk. If you don't, don't." But
Yeah.
ah,
That's
like that's what I tell people because like I know I used the like the term pro before, which I don't know I don't really love because people sell photos using their iPhone. So does that make them pro? I don't know, but they're making money. Mm. Like it's such a subjective term. Like does
right.
pro mean full time, freelance? You're making money on the weekend. You're making money off Etsy. Like it's such a weird term because like
Yeah.
you don't have to show a piece of paper. It's like you just I don't know. I just started a I just opened up an Etsy account now. I'm making money or whatever. But um, yeah, it's a weird time, man. It's also a good time because anybody can do anything. Like you don't need to ask permission. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You go to a concert, you bring your camera, you take photos of the band, you tag them on social media. It's like, oh man, really cool photos. Let's go, let's talk. Maybe you can shoot our next show. You never know. Like to me, it's like,
Yeah.
but I'm weird though, because I tag everybody. I don't know who Paul is. I don't know who this person is, but he keeps tagging me on stuff. But
No, I don't
that's
think it's
that's what can
weird.
separate you. But that's what can separate you from a lot of people. It's just by doing
Yeah,
that
that's
work.
yeah, yeah, that's I feel that's excellent advice and probably the best advice anyone has given me about
Just pretend
photography.
you have the job.
So yeah, it's
No
excellent.
pressure on you
I'll
because
do it.
they don't
100%.
even know you're there. But if
Yeah.
you can blow their mind, like
Yeah.
if it's something that
Absolutely.
you want to do in the future, no. If you
Yeah.
if people want to shoot weddings, take your camera and just shoot it on the side, and no one's gonna know you're there, and see if you actually like it or not. But because like to me, it's like once you start making it like a job or whatever, then it becomes a little bit different, right? Because now you
Yeah.
got money, now you got clients. Now it becomes a little bit different because now people are like, "Well, I want this, I want this, I
Yeah.
want."
It's work now.
It's not about you anymore. It's about them.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
about you
It's
anymore.
work. It's work. It's not
Yeah,
something you're doing for
it's not for
yourself.
you. It's for them. So you need
Yeah.
to be careful. Not you, but people in general. Like because like I make
Yeah.
videos for a landscape company, and it's fine, but like it's for them. It's not for me. So you need to separate yourself and understand that it's what they want. It's like, well, no, you should do it this way. No, I want to do it this way, but you're wrong. It's like, well, I'm the boss. Like, okay. So, I don't know. It's just like it's just to me, it's like, how do you separate yourself from like a million people on social media? It's like, well,
Right.
just by doing stuff that people aren't doing, like working for free or volunteering or like messaging people on social media. You
Yeah.
never know. I
Absolutely.
don't know. I don't know. You just need to also have fun, or else, like, what's the point of anything?
Yeah. 100%. I
You know?
mean, yeah. At the end of the day, there needs to be a balance, and I feel for me doing photography was to find that balance
Yeah, of
because as you said
course.
like working as a software developer it's
Yep.
like sure you can be creative in finding solutions to problems like which are new but yeah I mean sure you can show your creativity there but like it's not creative in the sense it's not creative art
No.
so, and art is different, and to do
Yeah.
art, you need to think about it differently. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I
There's no rules to art.
yeah, anything can
Anything can
be
be done.
anything.
Like
Yeah,
it's not like a one or a zero or whatever. It's like, well, it can be anything you want it to be.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I
As
love that.
abstract, as detailed, as doesn't matter.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
if people like it, if you like it, then it's art. And
That's
I
what I
think
mean.
that's the
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
like
no right or wrong answer.
yeah, absolutely.
Like you go to like a museum and there's a painting with like one red dot, and that's art. I mean, I guess it is, sure.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
don't
yeah,
get it, but it's art. Yeah, okay.
yeah, subjectivity.
Objectivity, right?
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I get it because once you kind of like, especially in photography, like once you understand the rules, then you can break them and you can make it whatever you want it to be,
100%,
which is like a
100%.
great thing because then you can really like express yourself with like how you want to like how you see the world or how you want others to see the world. Or we were just talking offline about getting the story too, right? And trying to tell a story, which I think
Yeah,
is the best part about the whole thing. But
yeah. I mean, I try to post things which like should at least make you think for a second,
yeah,
and it's a huge ask. It's a huge ask, but if I'm doing it for like a few amount of people, then I think it's good enough for me and good enough to for me to keep doing it, keep getting better at it
yeah,
because yeah, I mean, I made them see something they couldn't have seen without me. So it's like, you know,
exactly. Exactly.
it's feels great.
No, it feels good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it just makes you kind of like be in the moment,
Yeah, absolutely.
which,
Absolutely.
which is fantastic. Like, what are like what like well, like, what's your favorite spot to shoot in the city?
I don't have a like a favorite spot
Yeah.
actually. I just roam around
Okay.
and yeah, I my wife likes to go on walks a lot
Yeah.
and like she's a bit more outdoorsy than I am and I think through photography we have found that middle ground between us is that like it's forcing me to go out more and she's also going out with me to click photos and hang out and just chill.
Yeah.
And yeah, wherever we go, sometimes we go to Liberty Village, sometimes we
Yeah.
go to like Union and
Yeah.
like yeah, it's
You
just
just roam
the
around.
area around our house and that's it. Like yeah,
Love it. You just gotta get out the door.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I
That's what you
think
want.
I have still to explore the city a lot more to have uh like favorites.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
I think I think that is something I can think about.
Are you a winter photographer or a summer photographer? What do you
Um,
prefer more?
I enjoy summer more just because of the sun and how, light plays with like
Yeah.
different things. Like
I
yeah,
know.
make something look cool, that look cooler than it actually is.
Yeah.
So like just like the photo, my three favorite photos I talked about, two
Yeah.
out of them is just because of the sun. Like
Yeah.
if take the
It's
sun away
huge.
and those
Changes the
photos are
entire
like,
changes the
yeah,
entire scene.
yeah, absolutely, and that's the reason I love it so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think winter photography is something I can work on improving because again,
Friends.
it's all white, right? You need to make a composition out of it,
Yeah.
and it's it's a it's a it's a skill which I don't have right now, but
No, you
I
don't think
shall I
so?
shall I
Really?
shall work towards it.
What, in
Uh
terms of composition?
no, in terms of like getting composition in Windows, just Windows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, room for growth, I would say.
Oh, I mean, for all of us, it never ends. Like it's not
Yeah,
there's really no like finish line. You just kind of keep going with it.
yeah, yeah.
I
That
know.
is true. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
well, I mean, the weather has changed, so I was complaining yesterday. I was like, "Oh, it's snowing. I gotta get out of here." And I was already depressed. So it's like, what am I gonna shoot, right? Like I was just saying earlier, like when you live here for such a long period of time, you get so
Yeah,
complacent about like what's around you because, nah, boring, boring, boring. It's like, how are you? How am I going to? How am I gonna get out the door today? So,
yeah. No, yeah,
um,
we've thought about going out and clicking some winter photos as
yeah,
soon as the winter, the weather stops being so volatile and dramatic.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, hopefully you'll see some winter photos
Yeah,
on my feed.
people in red jackets in the white snow or something.
Yeah, yeah.
They're already posting yesterday when it snowed, like the first snowfall in quotation
Mhm,
marks, because
mhm.
wasn't really a snowfall, but people were like, "Oh my god, it's finally here." It's like, okay, I'm gonna. When's the next flight to Mexico? Like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this madness. Any advice for people that are starting out in photography? Like, do you have any advice for people that kind of helped you along the way?
Yeah, I think the key is being consistent.
Mm,
Just go out, do it.
yeah,
Like,
tough.
just the more photos you click, irrespective of how bad or good they are, the more photos you click, the better you'll get. The more you'll understand your gear, the more you'll, you know, understand yourself in the
Yeah,
sense like what you want to do. I
yeah,
mean, I'm still pretty in the like initial part of that journey. I'm still trying to figure out what's my niche.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, it's like finding a niche is probably the hardest thing to do
yeah.
because like
Yes.
yeah, and it's like you'll only do it once you do it like
Yeah,
a set number of times.
yeah,
You know, the rule which says that to be a master at something, you need to spend around 10,000 hours at it.
yeah.
So yeah, like do it,
Yeah,
spend
I
the
mean,
time.
that's I guess that's what's helped you, right, in terms of just being consistent, right? So,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, in terms of a niche, like I don't really have a niche either. Like I just like, I don't know, I like shooting whatever I want to shoot that day. Again, it kind of goes down to the point of being able to express yourself.
yeah,
Um, Now I could see the benefit of having a niche when you try to like, have a business around it, so at least people
yeah,
know what you're about when they're talking to you. I mean, that definitely helps. Are you a wedding photographer? Are you a landscape photographer? Are you portrait? Like, who are you? I mean, that definitely helps out. But
yeah,
I would say like don't rush it either, because like
yeah,
just try everything.
yeah,
Just
absolutely.
see.
And yeah, it's like more has to do about finding your style.
Yeah,
And when you see movies, you see a David Fincher movie, you see a Scorsese movie, you see a
Christopher
Tarantino movie,
Nolan,
and
you know
from
exactly.
one frame you can tell
Oh,
that, oh yeah, this is 100% a Tarantino movie.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, like developing that style
Mm,
is, I feel, more important. And
yeah,
to do that 100%, you need to put in the effort, you need to experiment, you need to
yeah.
just, yeah, just dump hours into it.
Yeah, and don't underestimate the editing side too, right? Because that really
100%.
kind of, do you like, what do you use? Lightroom? Like, what do you use to edit?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do use Lightroom a lot.
Yeah,
I was using Snapseed before,
yeah,
but I feel Lightroom was much better. Editing raw photographs,
yeah,
and that's how I got into Lightroom, just because I wanted to edit raw photos.
yeah,
And like, what's the point of having such an expensive
yeah.
camera if you're just
You
going to
can't
be
handle
editing in JPEGs,
that.
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
yeah, so so that's how I got into it, and I feel all of the photos I've clicked with my new camera, so like probably since 6 months, have
Yeah,
all been edited in Lightroom.
beautiful. Yeah,
So
don't underestimate the editing side, people, because again, that's part of your style, right? Sure, the composition is one thing, but also the editing thing.
yeah,
Like, it's
100%.
part of
And
yourself.
like, yeah, and like cropping, it's like, I
Yeah.
mean, you can always crop. You look at a photo and you think that, oh yeah, this is not great, but you try to play with the crop tool, and then you find that, oh
Mhm.
yeah, this photo is actually pretty great. If you remove the noise around from it,
Yeah.
it actually becomes great. So
Yeah.
like experiment,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
play
I
around with all the
agree.
tools.
Like, don't be afraid to like just break things, because I think that's how you kind of find your style, just by breaking stuff.
Yeah,
Literally, it's
absolutely,
by like just seeing.
100%, 100%.
Um, I always think, like, to me, it's like, I think, because especially on social media, people always see the home runs, but not everyone sees like the thousand attempts to get that
Yeah,
first great photo. So I wish more people kind of shared like how they got to that great photo, but you just don't see it. Like, you don't see like the grunt work behind how
yeah,
they got that amazing bucket shot, because they spent
yeah,
like 6 months trying to
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, like people,
A photo, I was
much
like,
like,
oh, okay, cool.
yeah, like much like social media, like people only post the best part of things, right? They don't.
That's how you see, and that's
Yeah,
how people just think, oh, it must be easy. Let me just do it. It's gonna come out
yeah,
great.
yeah. Behind like every one photo, there are like 20 trash ones. So
Yeah, you just it's not you don't unless people are sharing on like their YouTube channel, whatever it is. But man, it's tough. It's tough because you always have this like expectation. Again, it's like expectation versus like reality.
yeah, 100%.
I
Yeah,
want to drive a Lamborghini, but it's not going to happen. So, um, no, it's good, man. I like your approach to stuff. I think it's good. I think people can learn from it because, again, that's the power of meeting like-minded people. It's just you can pick people's brains on how they approach stuff. It can be really simple stuff.
yeah, absolutely,
It's so
absolutely.
simple, but you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah, and like I think starting off with street photography is probably the easiest thing anyone can do.
Yeah,
Everyone has their phone.
yeah,
There are people on the street. Just
yeah,
go and just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
try something interesting to click.
yeah.
That's yeah, that's like a good point to start, and that's yeah, that's how most of the people I know started. So
Yeah, the Christmas market in the this distiller district is coming up. That's a great place to get people shots because you have the lights and the people are having
yeah,
wine or whatever. It's
yeah,
fantastic.
it's
It's
winters.
really
They're
cool.
dressed
You're gonna,
nice.
I'm bracing for it for IG to break from all the photos from the distillery market. But that's a great
Yeah,
place to just have some fun and practice too.
yeah. If you do plan on organizing one
Yeah,
photo
I'll do
walk
a
there,
meetup. Yeah, I'll
let
do
me
a meetup.
know.
You gotta come out though. You
Yeah,
you
I will. Hundred
you and
percent.
your wife gotta come out.
100%. 100%.
If we're gonna meet in person, that's what I mean. You
Yeah,
gotta meet
100%.
in person,
100%.
then we can have some fun.
Yeah, yeah. I'll get to see your process and
Oh
maybe
yeah,
learn from you and like
yeah,
so many other talented people.
yeah. I
So
think that's what
yeah,
makes it fun too, just by like meeting people and just like just hanging out, man. Like it's just like I mean, I don't know. I think photography can be pretty intimidating when people first start. I mean, it can still be intimidating when you've done it for 5 years because there's just so much out there and you just think people know so much more than you, but really we're all the same. Like we all have questions. Like we're all trying to do better. And
yeah,
I
yeah.
think when you're in the right environment, have some fun. I don't know, just
100%.
keep
Hundred
going.
percent.
That's how the Get Out Shoot group started. My friend Adam was in a different meetup,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave him crap because he was using the kit lens. He's like, "Well, that's silly. Let me start my own group." That's why I started Get Out Shoot, and then he moved to Vancouver and he gave me the keys. So
Oh,
that's what happened.
interesting.
But
Yeah, that's
that's why the group started is because they gave him crap for using the kit lens, which is insane. But anyway,
yeah. I think in every hobby there are a lot of gatekeepers,
yeah,
and yeah, just because they've done it for a like a time longer than you does not mean that.
no, we're all the same. We're all the
Yeah,
same. All of it. Just
yeah,
we're all in the same
absolutely.
boat. We're all just trying to make something.
Yeah, like you do it from a kit lens, or you do it from your iPhone, or you do it
Whatever.
from a 10
Semantics.
grand lens. Who
I
cares? Like,
mean, show me what you do. That's what I mean. Like
yeah,
instead of like telling me, like show me. It's like, look at these photos. Oh, they were shot off an iPhone. I don't believe you. You never
yeah,
know. You never know.
yeah, 100%, 100%.
But yeah, we're almost against the hour, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. So I don't know. Do you have any final thoughts? Do you have any people that you follow on IG that you can recommend to people to follow?
Yeah, 100%. I absolutely love DJ Picks.
Okay.
I love Johnny the Bandit.
Yeah.
I absolutely love their work.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
um, yeah, I mean, I think one of my recent favorite photographers is James Popsis.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. He's great. Eh?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
He's
so
good.
great.
Yeah.
And yeah, so many people around
So many people
with
out
such
there.
great photos. It's like I see the timelines and I'm like,
I
wow, I wish I would have clicked that one. It's like it's sense of like you're kind of jealous that they're the ones who clicked it, but
yeah.
you're kind of in awe as well that oh my god, that is some real actual talent,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
amazing,
Well,
amazing.
it just kind of gives you, it just kind of like sets the bar, and it's kind of like gives you like a roadmap in terms of
Yeah,
like where
yeah,
you want to go,
absolutely.
maybe. But yeah, that's the power of like social media. Well, Instagram back in the day, you were able to like, message people and kind of like connect directly. Not so much anymore, but that's definitely an advantage is but being able to connect to people and just kind of like picking their brain, especially people in Toronto, right? Because
Yeah,
if you're in the same city, you can just meet together and just see like, hey, I really like your stuff. Like, why don't you guide me through your process? And
yeah,
honestly, like,
absolutely.
eight times out of 10, they'll probably say, yeah, sure, let's go. Because
Yeah, yeah,
I think
100%.
the person on the other side also wants to connect too, because like I said, we're all in the same boat. So
Yeah,
stronger together. What's the saying? Stronger together than I don't know, by ourselves. I don't know. There's a saying there which I totally forget, but it does make sense at some point. But
yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Well, thanks so much for your time. Love to have maybe you and your wife can come back on the same show. I think that'd be kind of cool. I
yeah,
don't
yeah, sure, 100%.
yeah,
Maybe, yeah, maybe after we've both made some progress
yeah.
in our photography journey, and
I
we
don't
both
know.
have some learnings to share
Yeah,
as a couple who does photography
that's
together.
cool. I think it'd be
Yeah,
interesting. I think it'd be
interesting
interesting.
idea.
I like it.
Yeah,
Thanks again for your time. Any final thoughts for the audience?
yeah, just happy to have this opportunity to speak about something I love.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope more people do photography so that at least
Yeah.
Instagram can go back to the way it was.
Oh man, that's a tough ask, though. That's a tough
Yeah,
ask.
yeah,
I should try to get Instagram on this live and just ask them tough questions. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you destroying this thing?
yeah, 100%, 100%.
I don't know. It might be you might need to get Elon Musk on board on that one.
Elon Musk buys Google
Yeah,
and drives
just
it to the ground.
yeah, Elon Musk buys the internet at this rate. Um, Great, man. Thanks so much
Yeah,
for your time. Please go check out Right of the Center on Instagram, and we'll see you guys back next week for a different show. Have a great evening.
yeah. See you. Bye.